This video is inspired by Dr. Bruce Lipton, cell biologist and author of the most incredible book ever, The Biology of Belief. So my talk is about synergy, and it's probably the coolest thing ever, and roughly it's just organisms or cells or people or singular things coming together and working as a team to create something that would otherwise be impossible, or to do something more effectively and efficiently. And we see it all the time in everyday life. Just to give you a few examples, team sport. A team is a synergy of individuals playing against one another. Soccer, football doesn't work so well if it's just one. We need the team to play the game. Bands and orchestras, someone playing a lone violin compared to a whole 50-piece orchestra, it brings music and atmosphere and feeling and a creation that would otherwise be impossible. One person can't create the sound of a full-piece orchestra. One of my favorite examples is of single-celled organisms and small organisms that can communicate to one another and take on the shape of an animal, or an insect. To the human eye, it can walk perfectly and appear to be an animal or insect, but it's actually a whole bunch of individual organisms. Mind-blowing stuff. Another social example would be protesting. So one individual screaming in the street about something they care about is probably going to be arrested and considered crazy. But a whole bunch of people, 10,000, 50,000, 100,000, that's what we call a protest. That's a synergy. That's a huge group of people making a statement, usually a political one. And often, at least sometimes resulting in change. Something that was probably near impossible, just one person screaming in the street. So we have a totally different effect when we create synergy with other organisms. But the coolest example ever of synergy is you, the human. This is by far the most mind-blowing thing that I've ever learnt, is that the human body is literally a harmonious composition of trillions of individual cells. We have 7 communication systems in the body that all work together to advise and guide and inform the cells of how to act, so that when my brain says lift right arm, I can send the message and drop it. And the fact that I can see and speak and breathe and move and talk and walk and exist and think, it all comes down to this incredibly insane synergy within my body that I had never even contemplated until a few weeks ago. So next time, you're bored, you're angry, you get shitty, you get sick, you get anything, think about the depth of this information and just how incredible you are on a scientific atomic level, that you have trillions of individual cells communicating in harmony to produce a functioning human being.